to learn. Fingertip to painted lip, she sways her way up to him. Buy this car to drive to work to pay for this car. Buy this car to drive to work.
Welcome to Yellow Brick Road. I'm Jordan. This is James. And today we're going to talk about Jared Taylor's ignorance of politics, which may make sense to why he looks at the world the way he does. But first, please consider donating to Devon's Journey to Recovery. The link is in the description box, and the website is in the intro to this video, with the song Hustle Rose by Metric playing. That's right, click that link, GoFundMe account in the description box. Click the link, read the story, make a donation. It would be very helpful for them, not for us, just so you know. Alright. So, actually, I want to sort of change what I started off with explaining what we're about to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's the way he sees politics is the reason why he's the way he is. I think it's the way he is how he sees politics.
Okay.
I might have said that wrong. So, yeah, we're going to see. If you're in the political stories, if you've been more focused on the Democratic Party, obviously because Trump's already in office, he's the incumbent, and the Democrats are going to have a primary with all these different candidates, and it's their time to really start picking out the candidates one by one, like who's the best guy here. So we're really been focusing on the Democratic race, obviously. And we're going to hear some opinions about it from Jared and Henrik. Henrik from Red Ice, Jared Taylor, the speaker. And to me, this is very telling. I don't know. Get on with it, man. Stop talking. Here we go.
It's the usual kind of stuff that happens in American politics, and it's obviously very disappointing, but I don't have much hope left for Trump at all. I think he's not going to win in 2020, unless, of course, this insanity of the Democratic lineup is so outlandish that it just kind of falls back on Trump because there is no good opposition. I don't know. What do you think of the Democratic lineup?
You know, it all depends. I was speaking to someone, a really quite keen political observer, and he suspects that it will be Bernie Sanders who gets a nomination.
Yep.
Now, I wonder really if an old white man, almost a dead white male.
Almost a white male.
Well, come on.
Henrik means Jewish, I think. And Jared thinks he's just a straight up white guy. I'm guessing what that was, the misreading of the joke there. I don't play identity politics, but this is what Jared Taylor focuses on, his race, and Henrik dabbles in it. So that's where I'm assuming he was going. And they just missed each other's jokes there. Yes, that's worth analyzing, actually.
Yes. I wonder if in the current Democratic Party, such a man can actually be nominated.
Yeah.
And it's hard to say. It's very hard to say. I think he might do well in the early primaries, Iowa, New Hampshire. But then when it comes to the southern states and some of these larger primaries with lots of black voters, then somebody like Kamala Harris might come from behind. Who knows? But
yeah, about that. Now, my opinion has been that Bernie's going to run away with it by a long shot. In fact, if he won the 2016 primary, he would have ran away with that as well. And you can hear the guys like Jared Taylor, their scope is so heavily focused on race that they think everyone else thinks that way too. I wonder if he's assuming that Trump won because of race. Because Obama won in those two prior elections, and Hillary Clinton is a teammate of Barack Obama, and she plays the identity politics game, and that's why Trump won, to defeat the anti-white narrative. When in reality, I think it was more of, emails coming out.
Or being, basically the most open, corrupt politician of
We came, we saw, he died, ha ha ha. Yeah. That was another factor. Another factor was a lot of people not voting. Another factor was people voting for Jill Stein. Mm-hmm. A lot of people were voting against Hillary Clinton. Mm-hmm. So as far as people voting because they wanted a white guy who recognizes he's a white guy and does things for white people, I think that's a minority of people. Now, things might have changed since then. Like, maybe their numbers increased, but I still don't think it's enough. I think the swaths of fucking Bernie support is too much for Trump. And they might blame it on identity politics because, I don't know. They need to, if it's not identity politics, their movement goes away. Just like the corporate Democrats who sell you identity politics.
When it gets analyzed further and the questions get more detail, like in depth,
yeah,
you start seeing them expose themselves. When I said Medicare for all, I didn't mean you have to pay for it. Oh, so it's available for everybody. That's what I meant.
Yeah, Bernie has support from all types of people. Mm-hmm. All types of people. I don't think people trust Kamala Harris. I mean, one of black voters' biggest issues is the the prison industrial complex, right? And Kamala Harris is a cop. That's a Twitter name. That's an actual Twitter name with a decent amount of followers. Mm-hmm. Kamala Harris is a cop. People don't like her stances on crime or her actions in the criminal system as a DA in California. Mm-hmm. But once you have a guy who thinks everything's about race, he thinks people vote based on race strictly.
Ridiculous.
I'm not sure if that's... I think that was the case for Barack Obama. For his first term.
First time, yeah.
His second term, it was partially that, but it was mostly... Mitt Romney is probably like a crazy person who'll bring us right back to George Bush in a overt way. Right? Obama did it in like a covert way. Mitt Romney would do it in an overt way.
Personally, I think they're both
going to war now.
I think they're both psychopaths. So
yeah, and they both prop up corporate big business stuff. So yeah, what Jared does, I think he denies people their conscience and just says they vote based on how someone looks. And I think in those communities you get made fun of for doing things like that.
Yeah.
Let's continue.
I must say that the Democratic primaries are sure to be one of the most entertaining in all of American history. We get these utter...
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have these ideas that you haven't really seen on a debate stage in a while. I mean, you had Mike Gravel and Dennis Kucinich back in the day, but those guys got washed away. Now those guys' ideas are the favorite now, or at least similar to their ideas are the favorite. Bernie Sanders, guys that were basically independents but had to put a Democrat next to their name in order to make a debate stage. Now Bernie Sanders, who's basically an independent, is like the leader. He's the favorite by a lot, I think. Don't let polls fool you. I think he's going to win by a lot. And then you have Andrew Yang and Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi makes the debate stage. It's like, if you bring up foreign policy, good fucking luck to the rest of you motherfuckers. Mm. Like, basically all of them. Maybe Bernie will have to move towards Tulsi on foreign policy. Otherwise, he'll lose a good amount of votes. Let's continue.
Belly-crawling, lick-spittle, boot-licking white people like Beto O'Rourke. And then we have these people who are adamant about how increasingly unimportant white people are, especially white men, people like you and me. We don't count. We just built the country, but we don't count. And somebody like Bernie.
We just built the country, we don't count. Yeah, you didn't do shit. Somebody else did.
You ever think people grew up and stopped looking at race and look more for, I don't know, content and depth?
Yeah.
Like, It's like, dude, I'm not gonna be your friend because you look like this. The fuck.
Yeah.
You have to offer some form of friendship.
Mm-hmm.
You have to relate on some level.
Yeah.
The freak.
Like, he's not my friend because of my skin. Like, no, it's because you're an asshole, dude.
Yeah.
Walks away.
Let's continue.
Bernie Sanders, who's an out-and-out socialist, it will be a real...
I don't think so.
No.
I think he's more of a democratic socialist.
Yeah.
More like, like Switzerland or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Netherlands. I don't think he's a straight up, exaggerated version like Ben Shapiro thinks, where it's bread lines for everyone. I think that's an exaggeration from millionaire political pundits to scare you into voting for Trump again. And he'll just repeat the lines.
Let's just all trust the Starbucks CEO. Yeah. Let's all trust him. All right.
real three-ring circus.
Yep.
And I hope it doesn't get decided soon.
This is not going to be a three-ring circus. It will be for small groups, like for the Cory Bookers, Kamala Harris's, Elizabeth Warren's. It'll be like, what are these guys fucking talking about? And then they get routed away by Sanders. If they give Tulsi coverage, she would route Sanders, I think, in policy.
Yeah.
But I don't think she's going to get the coverage that Bernie's going to get. Then Andrew Yang will only get the platform for UBI, I think. That's the only thing that'll get him, like, a question and, like, camera time. And post-show, let's go back and talk about this topic.
Yeah.
Listen to this person's answer. And even then, I think people have grown up. They've grown up from years ago, and they're not just going to take the mainstream media's narrative of how the debates went. They're going to go back and watch all 2 hours of it on their own and not listen to the post-show by MSNBC.
Oh, fuck no.
Let's continue.
I hope the battles go on and on and on. And I hope the anti-white forces are out in great force. I hope somebody like Beto O'Rourke gets blasted from all sides because he is one of these loathsome white men. And
yeah, this is
He's
basically showing me
man.
this dude's clueless.
He's delusional. He's clueless. He has no pulse. He's not taking the pulse of the nation. He might just be in a bubble. And it might be on purpose, or he just ignores anything outside of that bubble.
Yeah.
And these anti-white, watch them vote for Bernie. Watch them.
Mm-hmm.
Watch them vote for Bernie Sanders. But they're anti-white. Oh, I figured it out. Bernie's Jewish. That's why. Be careful of guys like this. I'm just saying. Not because I think he's totally corrupt. It's because he might believe in something so hard that he's willing to pull people along with him.
Yeah.
I know the answer. Follow me. It's like, what if he's clueless?
Yeah, no.
How come he doesn't have any videos on foreign policy?
That's very telling.
So when we talk to a Jared Taylor fan and we bring up foreign policy, it's like, that's just anti-white. What about this place? They did something. That's the response you might get.
Yeah.
Come on, you fucker.
And I hope that all the white people who are in the Democratic Party get the message. There is no future in this party for you. So
We're shifting towards policy, man. Watch what happens if Bernie wins and he fucks up. And he says, we're going to go back to torture. We're going to invade Iran now. Half of our military budget will go to Israel. And watch the nation turn on him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
People are tired of the identity politics as much as the guys are claiming, we're against SJWs. It's like, what, college kids?
Mm.
Who are you talking about, college kids? Don Lemon? The people who are into politics and vote somewhat informed, they look for policy.
People are getting.
They're not looking for skin color.
They're getting wise to this act,
Yeah.
Which is why it's gonna be very exposing when someone like this, right? Hey,
Yeah.
do you know what the U.S. foreign policy consists of? No?
You ever consider that when you're talking about immigration?
Yeah.
No.
Ever consider that one? Yeah, specific with immigration, why people feel the need to illegally.
We've said it a million times already.
So if you want to hear that again, you can go back and look at the other videos.
In any case, it's going to be edifying whatever happens and whoever candidate is thrown up. But I would be surprised, frankly, if Donald Trump is reelected.
Yeah, no, I agree, definitely. And I think for that...
And you think it's a swarm of minority voters that'll do that? Even though he got a lot of minority votes when he ran. And he had, like... I'm probably wrong about this, but the most, like, Latino votes than, like, any other Republican was getting.
I heard that. That's what I heard.
But I don't think he won because he's white.
That is such a...
Or because he leans towards white identity as a thing. I don't know.
That's not even...
Seriously, look at Hillary Clinton. Go back. There's YouTube now. Everyone's recording everything. You can
there's a compilation video. I was gonna say
you can go on your Google machine, type in dates for a certain time period, look up videos, and type in Hillary Clinton, and you tell me what happened. I was watching that whole time, like, oh, no.
Yeah.
If she wins, she cheated.
Yeah.
That was my mind.
Yeah.
So.
that reason too, Joe Biden is still on the fence because I think he knows on some level that he wouldn't get very far at this point. I think Beto O'Rourke was already criticized because he's white. He said, "I'm born for this position," and it was immediately attacked for having white privilege. That's what it was all about, you know.
Yeah, that's what it was all about. It wasn't about the Obama years. It wasn't about those years prior when Bush was in office. It wasn't about all these things are making him look back now as far as these allegations. No, it's just because he's white.
Yeah, it wasn't Beto, not telling us how he, broke a record for most individual donations, or most amount of money within a 24-hour period. Like, Bernie did that, and I believe that Beto did. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? And people, I believe, are still asking for finance records behind it because they didn't believe it either.
Isn't it funny how it's like, we'll get back to you?
Yeah.
Like, now.
And you know what he did also?
What?
We'll get back to you. He also did that with policy. People were like, what's your actual policies?
Mm-hmm.
What are your actual policies? That's why Beto O'Rourke's like, meh.
Yeah.
Do you want to know why he had such heavy support in Texas and made it close with Cruz? Because they were voting against Ted Cruz. How do you guys not see this? That was his rise to fame. Was he's not Ted Cruz? That's our guy.
Yeah.
It's like, oh wait, now you're in a race with Bernie and Tulsi and Elizabeth Warren and all these other people. It's like you're downgraded a bit, and we're still waiting on his policy. I think. And Biden, come on, man. Biden is as close to Hillary Clinton as any of these candidates are, as far as the corporate establishment guy. He just doesn't have now I guess now he does. Now he has the creepy stuff towards, like, you can make conspiracy videos on him. You can call out his character, because we had volumes of it for Hillary Clinton. So Biden's the closest thing to Hillary Clinton in this race, and he has no fucking shot. Even before the creepy scandal came out, I don't think he had a fucking shot. I think it was pollsters, asking certain people so that they can create the illusion that he has a fucking chance. He has no fucking chance, in my opinion. And especially, obviously now he doesn't with the creepy Joe stuff. But of course, they're going to turn it into he's white. That's why.
That he was capable or anything like that. It was just because he was a white man, and that's the biggest issue that they seem to be setting up. It's if you're white, you can't be part of this.
Well,
that's why Bernie's the most popular candidate.
Mm.
That's why. If you're white, you can't win.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, talk to these audiences. Don't step out of these audiences. Do not go on a political show and discuss politics with them.
Well, maybe that's why he never has.
Yeah, maybe.
in his announcement, or
maybe they didn't have enough followers or subscribers. Maybe that's it.
his interview with Vanity Fair. in which it was made clear that he's going to run. He says, look, I recognize I have a terrible disadvantage. I'm white and I'm male. You know, they were talking about themselves as men. You know, I tell people white male. That's how they describe lab rats, for heaven's sake. We're white men. In any case, I'm a white male. And insofar as I'm a white male, that's an excellent reason for people not to want to vote for me. And he says the best thing
Yeah, people are going out of their way to read Vanity Fair for Joe Biden. Oh my God. How do you not see that as a corporate Democrat adopting what they think a trend is and then selling it back? He's playing identity politics because he thinks he'll pull in young voters by doing that. Mm-hmm. He already knows he has the corporate vote. Maybe not now, because as we said yesterday, politicians, probably their most important thing is, what does their public image look like?
Yeah.
And that's a corporate type of thing, right? Mm-hmm. If a corporation looks bad, they can do shitty things as long as no one sees it. But if they look bad, that's stock going down.
Yeah.
So, Biden, I think he's just playing the corporate game. Oh, I think this is in now, so I'm going to adopt it and sell it back. How do these guys not see that? I don't know. Of course, they're going to have clips of CNN and MSNBC and The Hill or something like that. It's like, we already established what these guys are and what they do.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's like one of those things where it's like literally...
They lost real Democrats when they were shilling for Hillary. And they were propping up the Russia gate. Already people like, goodbye.
It's very telling, you know, this conversation alone. Very telling that somebody, or, you know, both of them, really have no idea.
I think Henrik has more of an idea, but he doesn't want to make Jared look too bad, right? Have a guest on.
Then he's dishonest.
Well, I don't know. Because
actually, Jared, this is what's happening.
I believe several times Henrik has implied Israel, but hasn't said the word Israel. Mm-hmm. And Jared had no clue that he was implying Israel.
Well, this is just, you know.
I don't know. That's what I think. That's my opinion.
It's telling, you know, if this is what's really going on. If Jared Taylor really has no idea.
Yeah, and thinks people vote on race.
The people that you know, well, the people that I hear argue for him, you know.
Yeah.
It's like whenever I see you, like, you know, you're answering the comments and whatnot, and they don't have an answer for that as far as the geopolitical stuff or immigration.
Yeah.
So it's weird. It's like, I guess Jared didn't give you enough information so you can relay it back to me or you.
Yeah.
So it's just it's odd. But hey, you know. The whole, like, skin color, ethnicity thing only goes so far.
Yeah.
So, was it, like, 2 feet in a pool? You know what I mean?
Let's continue.
Yeah.
I can do to solve that problem, of course, is to run. Well, if you really think that white males are a terrible problem, don't run, jerk. So we'll see how far he gets with that. But he seems to think.
Do you think Joe Biden really believes that? You don't think he's fucking trying to promote an image? He's uber corporate, man.
Yeah. When I think of Biden, I think of Obama, and I think of Bush.
Yeah.
You know?
That old establishment, that creepy old establishment mentality.
Yeah.
And people see that in Cory Booker and Kamala Harris as well.
Yeah.
And they're like, nope.
Yeah, no one's buying it.
No, they're not buying it.
Not only them, Beto as well.
Beto, they're just like, we're suspicious of you because you haven't said anything yet. Like, give us a clear answer, a clear platform, and go with it.
And
why are you stalling? This should be your most important thing.
Don't you see policy. How people can see that shit?
Yeah.
It's like, why aren't you saying anything?
Yeah.
You're worried that you're going to say the same shit these guys are saying. Now they know that you got no shot.
Yeah.
Financial records. Where? In time. Policy in time.
Yeah.
It's like, you have to go talk to your team so that way you're not worried about fucking, everything going down the drain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, you're probably the same. You're probably just the same as these fuckers.
Yeah.
You choose a team, a political team or a political ideology to mask what you're really about. That's corporations, business dealings, and the same rhetoric that's been going on for the past, what?
A while.
How long?
A while.
As far as foreign affairs?
Yeah.
So
Just look at policy. Look at the 2016 election and then look at policy. Here was the Democrats' policy. They had no policy. They're just going to continue on with the same bullshit. Their strategy for winning was getting Trump as a candidate, setting him up so, make so they have an easy target, easy person to win against. And they'll do anything. Then once he gets in that spot, it's like now we can go to the corporate shilling that we should do. We promote, make it about race, and this guy's racist, and he's homophobic, and he's this, and he's that, and keep pushing that, and keep pushing that. And then have certain people say, well, I'm not voting for Hillary. I'm voting against Trump. And they just keep propelling each other, and this whole mess happens.
yeah,
And a lot of people weren't buying that either. That's how Trump won, because people weren't buying that shit.
that, and he also ran against one of the most open.
That's what I mean. Clinton,
Yeah.
they're like, we're not buying her as some savior against
Also, I mean everything
these
else.
things.
Everything else with it.
Yeah.
The primaries. You see, Jeb will give him a run for his money. It's like Jeb Bush,
Yeah.
that fucking Herb,
Old creepy
sure?
establishment.
that dude that like just looks like his fucking brother and his dad. That dude that like's probably not gonna answer you on specific questions
Yeah.
regarding like foreign policy.
Yeah.
And when he does, it's gonna be like a fucking cringe fest. Please clap.
Yeah. And then you have this guy, Jared, who
I thought you meant creepy fingers Biden. Look at him trying to absorb the aura of that young child.
he's mind melting
Who
her.
the fuck does that? All right.
He's liquefying her brain.
Yeah.
She has a straw in his mouth. You can't see it, but
Fuck. No, he's doing the Hannibal Lecter.
so you have Jared here, who I think he believes that there was some sort of like great white awakening. That's why Trump got in office.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Just like the New Zealand shooter thought, like, oh, it's a sign of awakening.
Well, it's a symptom.
It's like, no, these guys voted for Obama last time.
Yeah.
These states, these people were voting for Obama last time because he was going against Mitt Romney. They voted for Trump this time because he's going against Hillary Clinton. It's like, nope, we know you're corrupt. Trump, we have no clue.
Wait.
But he says certain things that are...
2008 was Mitt Romney?
No. That's John McCain.
Yeah. Okay.
Mitt Romney's 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back then.
So people that were voting for a black president decided to vote for Trump the next time around because he was going against Hillary. If it was against Bernie, it's like, good fucking luck, Trump.
That would have been a wash.
I think it would have been a wash.
Yeah.
It might have been a little closer than what it's about to be.
Maybe.
What's about to happen, I'm going to call that a super wash.
Oh yeah. Well, Trump virtually was a virtually unknown at that
Yeah.
time. Now it's like, oh, you're a corrupt motherfucker too.
Yeah.
Like, good. Now it's a wash.
Yeah. And if Trump tries to just appeal to race, it's not going to work
All right.
at all.
Yeah.
Let's continue.
That by crawling on his belly and apologizing for being born a white male, that somehow he's going to win the support of all of these people who he recognizes having legitimate reasons to despise people exactly like him. We'll see how far he gets.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, corporate Democrats. They have a reason to despise them. Not because he's white, Jared. But it fits your narrative, I guess.
Yep. Here's some footage of Creepy Joe as well.
Oh yes, Creepy Joe. He's talking about the Clarence
man.
Thomas hearing.
Yeah, I know.
And
look at her.
that his accuser was somehow mistreated by this white male justice system. And he's one of the creepiest, most wandering hands kind of guy around. I think it's hilarious that all these
commercial for
people
that?
are coming out of the woodwork. Joe Biden, he's
Everyone, please visit. Oh, never mind. Stop Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Vote Trump. Never mind.
In theaters, May 22nd. All right.
Claiming to stand up for women? Forget it. Forget it. And some people say that his bid for the presidency has already been sunk on account of this foolish remark he made and all these people who are telling the truth about him.
Indeed. Now, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, that was, well, before it was the corporate Democrat part, and this is just, shooting more holes into a boat that's already sinking, basically, the Creepy Joe stuff. I don't think there was anything about him being white that was the downfall, other than a small amount of dumb people who think on the level as you do, Jared. I think that was the last part of this.
Yeah.
And I think that's been enough, too. Did we wreck him? I don't know.
Well, it's like, you wreck yourself, and then
Yeah.
it's like, some other dude standing on top of the ashes going like this.
Whoa, it's another New Zealand shooter reference. What do you say? Stunting on his prey in Fortnite.
It's called stunting on the haters.
Nah, all right.
I didn't say prey.
Nah. All right.
Teabagging's been a thing for a while now.
I figured as much.
Uh,
All right, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you feel like. Comment. Are we right? Are we wrong? Agree? Disagree? Put it in the comment section. Let us know. Devon's Journey to Recovery. The GoFundMe link in our right down there in our description box. Please click that. Then pull out your wallet, get your credit card number, start a PayPal account, and donate money to Devon's Journey to Recovery.
just go to a bank and just steal a fuck ton of money.
Yeah.
And then,
Go rob an insurance broker, a health insurance broker. Go rob him and then give it to Devon's Journey to Recovery. GoFundMe link in the description. Thank you. And with that said, please give this video a thumbs down.
Say you wanna get in, and then you wanna get out. When you get the money to buy yourself a car.